A very warm welcome. We're shuffling the deck to see what is coming up with the Divine Masculine this week. Now, as we are sitting, please set your intentions so that we can channel that energy. If you do need a booking, you can go to the link directly below. And we also do have a new membership coming up. Interesting. Okay. We've got the cards ready, and then we'll chuck up on screen. Our crowning energy already has jumped out, and I do believe that the Divine Masculine this week, especially with our transits and the energy of where things are going, there are some wishes and aspirations that they're really tuning into. And from a psychological point of view, we may find that the Divine Masculine is really feeling, in the context of patience, that some of that is getting a bit blurred. They do feel that a lot of changes are going to be required, and it could be that definitely they're needing to change a lot of things. I feel that this is something to do with their wish. So again, this can be Venus. This can be to do with love, the highest octane of what they'd like to achieve. And again, I'm hearing the term going into the garden. And, whenever I hear that term, I always get the relevance of the person actually kind of painting this picture of a more grounded approach, more, trying to find that space and peace so they can tune into what's going to be relevant to them. Okay, let's pull these. Okay, 4 more. Right, let's show you the overall. Right. Okay. So this person's really looking to the past, and again, I do think they're tuning into where they were versus where they are. And again, as we are moving forward, especially into March, we are going to move into that Venus retrograde, that Mercury retrograde. A lot of us might have even been picking it up in February, and really gaining the context of, okay, how is this directly making me feel? Am I on the right path? We did have some forward momentum, but yet again, especially because back then Mars was retrograde, and we only have just moved into this month with that feeling like we're having some momentum. There is this courageous energy and maybe even this frustration. It's like, okay, we need to get this momentum. We need to get things moving. And I do think that this month is really going to test us all at an individual level. This person is looking to the past position for inspiration and guidance, especially in the context of what those dreams are, where love was, what they desired, their likes and dislikes. And really what is quite benefiting them is that it's shining some light on it in the heart of the position. We have shine bright like a candle. Yeah, and this is to do with the Jupiter energy. This is to do with where they want to go in their life, what they want to bind, what they want to grow, what they want to harvest. And again, I do get the context, especially with the moody, broody energies coming through with the individuals on the images. There is a frustration. So regardless of the fact they're trying to have patience and some of that's quite blurred, we do get the context that through this, they're trying to gain that clarity about what is going to be serving them and where they're wanting to go, especially from the top row here. They do know that it is going to happen. So it's more, it's like our patience is being tested to the core. And so there is this kind of resonance of serendipity energy, of a smell in the air of radical change, and almost trying to keep up with the changes that are coming and things that we're needing to burn away, things that we're needing to tap into that we're very passionate about. So this individual and this pocket group this week is deeply frustrated, really trusting that these changes and the steps that they're taking, especially within the context of their love life, their personal aspirations and ambitions, can be frustrating them, but nevertheless, they are sort of in this awareness that they're definitely going to achieve them. There could be some information coming to them that is sort of like a good omen. It also could be the good steps that they took last month in pivoting to a degree is really aiding them moving through in the first week of March. Yeah, they're trying to let go of the vice. They're trying to not get triggered by these challenges. We have fire here. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. And, you know, at the moment, yes, we can be doing that. And that's definitely from an advice point of view. Some means we actually can, especially within our own masculine energy, for those of you that do cross watch for your divine masculine, you also can utilize this if you're a divine feminine within your own energy source. So, where you are finding a lot of challenges, really taking it day by day, really looking at, okay, what can I do today? What do I have in front of me? It's not to say that we can't be frustrated by the things or the goals or, the aspirations and love that we're actually wanting to address, but, checking in with ourselves and seeing directly where that passion is. There can be a lot of passions and emotions resurfacing for divine masculine in relationship to the divine feminine, and really wanting to do the things that bring them pleasure. And I do feel there could be some individuals that might be really pressing their buttons this week. I do think this individual is actually having issues with sleeping. This could be a bit of burnout. It could be some frustrations. And again, I just keep hearing the term frustration. It's so dragging me back to that word constantly. It's almost like they're repeating the story in their mind. Yes, sometimes we can get to a space that we do feel we're in victim consciousness. And, if we can't feel sorry for ourselves, who can? So this, from a logical point of view, does make sense. I feel as though there could be some messages that are coming towards them. It's almost like in the quiet. They're really getting a lot of guidance when they're alone, I'll be perfectly honest. It's a little bit like they're trying to co-create that space. Definitely accidentally scrying, and this could be because they're really tuning into divine feminine quite a bit this week. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Yeah, there's a lot of lessons we're learning, especially through adversity. And I feel the adversity that they've been experiencing is only making them more keen to actually have what they truly, truly desire. So if anything, if they're feeling sort of like, and I'll give a myriad of examples. It could be, hey, I'm in a karmic relationship and, this isn't really where I want to be. And I really miss my divine feminine and it felt so good back then. This is giving the juxtaposition. It also is very much something that I tell a lot of my clientele. When we do feel people can't change, what we have to understand is if you were sitting in a cauldron and it was cooking, at some point it's going to start to become uncomfortable and you're definitely going to get out of that. So I feel this is that pivotal point that this individual is getting to. And, it could be that they feel there is an injustice and it's not fair. And again, this is why I really feel this person is initially going into victim consciousness. There could be some old things cropping up, but this very much is so that they can relate to it in a different way and they can get a different outcome. And I do feel with the alchemy card and the cycle in reverse, it really oozes the energy of unfinished business and wanting to correct things coming up that are going to need to be corrected and revisited. And that will be for all of us collectively, but definitely in divine masculine's life. It's almost like the winds of change are here, having to have patience through this transition. This transition, the more we can loosen our grip to control it and maybe deal with the things that we do have control over, we're going to find this process a lot easier, because I do feel it's about dealing with the cycles of unfinished business and moving into this new chapter. And I feel by mid-year, we are going to be in a total different ball game. I do see this unfinished business really closely relating to divine feminine, and whatever is blocking divine masculine, this challenge, this pressure point is really bringing them full circle where they do want to run towards divine feminine. Now, if you do want to come and join our YouTube membership, it is all the information posted within the website. You can click the link directly below and it will show you everything that we're going to be including in the new membership. Otherwise, I will see you all next week.